Hey guys, Chris from Steeda. We have a ton of news today. 2022 is right around the corner, which means the 2022 Mustang is coming, as well as new colors, which are finally here, as well as the deleted colors we're saying goodbye to, and some Maverick news, Bronco news, Steeda Trident wheels, and a bunch more. So let's go ahead and dive in. Starting us off for the 2022 Mustang colors. These are finalized, so we're excited to share. We have Atlas Blue Metallic, which we've seen on the Explorer. It's a beautiful, stunning color. We're really excited to see this on the road, as well as Brittany Blue Metallic. You may have seen that press release come out recently from Ford. It will be offered as a Heritage Edition for the GT500 and I believe the EcoBoost as well. It's that perfect throwback to the '67 Mustang. Love that Brittany Blue color, as well as Code Orange. This is a Ford Performance specific color for the GT500. Kind of reminds me of that competition orange that we saw back in the earlier S550 models, as well as the late S197s. But all in all, I think it's a little bit more towards red than it is towards orange or yellow, whereas Cyber Orange, right after Code Orange, is a little bit more towards that yellow spectrum. It's kind of interesting to see two different oranges in the same lineup for the Mustang, but I'm kind of excited about it because I'm personally a big fan of orange, both Code Orange and Cyber Orange. I've seen Cyber Orange in person and it's absolutely stunning. And Dark Matter Gray Metallic for you guys that like neutral colors on the Mustang, as well as Eruption Green. Definitely a very unique color. Seeing that on the photos of the Bronco, as well as a couple spy photos of the GT500. Kind of two different shades, whether it's in the light with that metallic flake popping under sunlight, or in the dark and it's a little bit more subdued green. But it's a really unique color and I can't wait to see it in person. In addition to that, Grabber Blue Metallic, we all have seen Grabber Blue. We had that SSR collision video that we showed recently. Thanks to Chris Tress, you can see kind of what that Grabber Blue Metallic would look like. Very similar to the Focus RS color, except that was a two-stage. And it's the same color that you see on the Mach-E's currently with that ton of metallic flake and that tri-coat Grabber Blue. And in addition to that, Mischievous Purple. Now we previously talked about this as Oil Slick Blue Purple. That was the color that kind of snuck out ahead of the official release. It has been named as Mischievous Purple. Kind of an interesting color. Reminds me a little bit of Plum Crazy on the Mopar cars, but definitely a different direction that we've seen in the majority of the color palette in recent years in the S550, but it's a welcome addition for me. I'm curious to know your thoughts, comment below. Now we are saying goodbye to a few colors, obviously with all these new color additions for the 2022 model year. There are a few that will be going by the wayside. And for the 22 model year, Antimatter Blue is one of the first ones leaving. That was a 21 only color for the Mustang. I did have a chance to see this color in person. It's a little bit more subdued. I had a Kona Blue 18 myself, absolutely love that color. But the blue popped more than it does on Antimatter Blue. You really need some direct sunlight on that paint to get the blue popping kind of out of the car. But if it's cloudy or dark, anything like that, that paint really gets dark on you. So I'm not gonna say I'm happy to see it leave, but Atlas Blue is definitely a welcome addition to the 22 model year. Grabber Yellow is unfortunately leaving us for the 2022 model year. Now this was a 1 year only color, and for you 1 year only fans like Need for Green and a couple other colors out there that really were 1 year only, Grabber Yellow is unique. Actually Phil here on the Steeda sales team does have a Grabber Yellow GT himself, and it's a pretty cool color in all times of the day, and you certainly can't miss it at night. It's that highlighter bright yellow. Unfortunately it's leaving, but again, some welcome additions from the new colors list. Twister Orange is leaving us as well. Makes sense, we have Code Orange and Cyber Orange coming in with two different oranges. We obviously can't have three, so goodbye to Twister Orange. And lastly, a personal favorite of mine, Velocity Blue. We've had this color on the Mustang since 2019, so it's had a pretty long run on the S550, and we're definitely welcoming the new colors, but it's gonna be sad to see Velocity Blue go. Next up, some Ford news. Proud to say that the Ford F-Series truck is the best-selling truck for 45 years now. Definitely don't get tired of hearing that, don't get tired of saying that, and we hope to see this trend keep on going. In addition to that, Ford's electrified vehicle segment has grown over 3 times faster than the entire electrified vehicle segment overall. And on top of that, Ford has put out over 60,000 Mach-E's alone, not to mention Tesla Model Y is the only car ahead of it in the full electric SUV category, so watch out, the Mach-E's coming. Speaking of the Mach-E, GM Performance definitely has eyes on it because it was actually spotted outside of GM's proving grounds. What exactly does that mean? Well, GM has a ton of different electric vehicles currently out and coming out on their lineup, but not necessarily a performance SUV like the Mustang Mach-E. So we're excited to see what's to come of this, mostly because competition drives innovation, right? And another piece of Ford news, Jim Farley was named Motortrend Person of the Year. This is a really exciting accomplishment, not only for Jim, but also for Ford Motor Company. If you guys don't know Jim, he's a hardcore car guy, which is so refreshing to see, and it's resonated throughout the automotive aftermarket and the rest of the consumer base as well. Look at the Mach-E, that is an exciting vehicle. He's making electrified exciting, and that's so cool to see, especially with the Performance Edition, and ultimately what the aftermarket's gonna be able to do with them. And the Bronco, the Maverick, the Bronco R, the Bronco Raptor, there's a ton of awesome things to see, so really excited for what's to come. Hats off to Jim and Ford Motor Company. Moving on to Steeda news, wanted to share we did have a Maverick here for some R&D, so be sure to look out on our website for some Maverick parts popping up left and right. And honestly, I'm really excited about this vehicle. And you may be surprised about that, but it's bang for the buck. That truck is awesome, especially when you've taken the price for it, the fuel economy you're getting, and all the little features, the little 12-volt plug-in in the back of the bed, the hybrid option, all of the different things that that truck gives you for the value is amazing right out of the box. It created its own segment there, and obviously it's showing because you're seeing them pop up everywhere. And be sure to look out on Steeda.com for parts for your Maverick. In addition to the Maverick, we also had a big boy Bronco here, Outer Banks, 4-door. It's actually got the 2.3 4-cylinder, which was a refreshing thing to see. Everyone's been talking about the 2.7s, but I'm excited to see the 2.3 specifically and how that handles the street, as well as get it up in the air, figure out some of the parts on it, and ultimately what Steeda can offer for the new Bronco. Next up, the Steeda Trident wheels. We launched these wheels at Mustang Week this year. And unfortunately, just like everybody else, we've had some supply chain issues in actually getting these things out the door. But I'm happy to report that they are on the way to us and expected to ship to you mid to late January. So stay tuned to the YouTube channel as well as our website and social channels because we'll be sure to let you know when these things are shipping and ready to go. Next up, the S650 Mustang. A lot of you have probably been waiting to hear about this. Unfortunately, there aren't a ton of new news items on the S650, but we want to hear what you guys think. This thing's on the precipice of happening. We have 2022 around the corner, and ultimately we'll see some spy shots probably getting into spring, summer, and fall of next year. We want to know what you want to see on the S650. All-wheel drive, hybrid. Is the Coyote going to stick around? Do you want to see the Coyote in this thing? Do you want to see a Coyote hybrid? Coyote hybrid all-wheel drive? You name the combo, comment below, let us know what you want to see because we're just as curious as you are. There were a ton of news items today from the 2022 Mustang and Ford and Steeda and everything in between. Go ahead and comment below, let us know what your thoughts are if you want us to dig deeper into anything in particular and share with you on the channel. Don't forget to hit that subscribe, that like button, the notification bell so you get notification on your phone next time a Steeda video drops. And don't forget the most important thing, speed matters.